Hey everyone, it is Velvet. Welcome back to more Persona 3 FES. In the last one, we hung out with Mamoru a bunch, and we're very close to maxing him out. Just one more to go. And also, Tartarus has become available to us again tonight, so this is where we shall be going. We still got a bunch of floors that we would really rather finish before the end of the month, just in terms of Elizabeth requests, really. Because I'm pretty sure we need to get to the end of this block before the end of the month. And allow me to just jump into the Velvet Room real quick to double check the requests that we have, and I'll see if there's any that we can do. Okay, I think we have two we can do. I believe we have what we need to create Alice with Megiddo. And then I believe we have what we need to perform King and I. So let's go with Alice with Megiddo first. I might have to fuse away some personas to make room. But first, we're gonna run low on money. But I believe first we want to summon Harabah. And then Oberon, I want to say. Now, where is Oberon? Do I have Oberon? Oh, there he is. Because I believe we can fuse these two together to get... Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to fuse away some personas. But we can fuse these two together to get Nata Taishi. And we want Nata Taishi to inherit Megiddo. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. There we go. And then we have three other personas to summon, but they should be relatively cheaper. Though, as said, I will have to fuse away one of my personas, at least, to make room, because the Alice is a cross-spread persona, so you need 4 different personas to fuse her. So... Oh, I might need to do more than that. No, if I fuse just one away, I can make room. I guess I don't need Nandi anymore, because we're already, like, at the top with Mamoru, so we don't really need that anymore. Yeah, I guess we can fuse Callie. What does... Let's see, what is there anything I want from that? Probably Recarm. Recarm and Marakukaja seem like the most helpful. Though that also depends on if Kali can learn Recarm, as she is, like, more attack-oriented. That... Yeah, it's looking like she can't. So I'll just settle with a Marakukaja. I saw it once there already. I know you can inherit it, Kali. Do you... And I see you have Marakunda there as well. Oh, so she can inherit Recarm. Okay, so I'm just going to be refreshing until I get both of these things that I want. Now that I'm looking through all of these, for the boss up and coming, Endure Light might be worth it. So I think I'm just going to go for Endure Light and Marakukaja, and if I get Recarm along the way, that will be what I settle for. Yeah, alright, no Recarm, but Endure Light and Marakukaja is worth it enough. I think. I am Kali. Behold my power. And of course, because the team manager is fully upgraded, we're gonna get quite a bit of power here. Revolution, that increases the critical hit of everyone, does it not? Including the enemies. Yeah, greatly increases everyone's critical hit rate. Medium slash, heavy slash. I guess Blades of Fury would be the one to get rid of, since Deathbound does heavy. And High Counter is also very nice. I'll get rid of the auto skill. I don't think we need that anymore. And I'll keep Power Slash just in case, because being able to single target, depending on the enemy, might be incredibly helpful. Anyway, I need to summon the personas first for that. Narcissus. We need Pixie. And we need Lilim. Do I not have Lilim? With Pixie, Lilim is not hard to fuse. But I will have to make more room, so let's get rid of Quetzalcoatl, I guess. We'll get rid of Barong, I guess. Whatever I fuse here is not important. This is just to get rid of personas. Okay, now we just need a Nekomata and an Orpheus. And then we'll be able to create Lilim. It's funny not having such a low-level persona, if I'm gonna be real, because Lilim's what, like level 8? There we go. New persona. She's gonna get a whole 7,000 experience. I'm Lilim. I guess I have no choice but to protect you. Cool. That's an interesting combination. Indeed it is. So we can do this, and just have to keep refreshing until we get Megiddo. There it is. And we got 3 other trash skills along with it. Yes, this is acceptable. Thank you. What if we got a fusion accident with this? Like, oh, sorry, instead you get a level 60-something, I'm drawing a blank on low-level personas. Pixies. You get a level 60 Pixie. I'm Alice. Will you play with me? And from Alice, we get Die For Me, which is, a full battlefield target, dark skill. So you have a decently high chance of killing the entire... I guess this is just for fusion purposes, because she already innately has Repel Dark. but I have... sure. On the off chance I fuse with her, let's get rid of Augie. I don't think I will, but just in case. Okay, now let's accept the request, and then we'll immediately be able to turn it in. I see that you have Alice with you, and she has the skill Megiddo. I knew you could do it. Congratulations, you fulfilled my request. You're one step closer to mastering the art of fusion. I believe I have something you may like. With it, you'll be able to create Lilith. She's an incredibly strong persona. I'm sure she'll be a big help to you. Please accept your reward. And we get a lily petal. And does that... Yes, we get Lilith with Mabufudine. However, I do not think we are of level to create Lilith. So instead, we just have King and I that we need to do. So we need Black Frost and King Frost. I do believe. It's gonna be so embarrassing when I'm wrong. Yeah, let's register our personas before we leave, why don't we? Only Alice and Kali, though, because I don't know what record we're replacing for Yaxini, but I do know that we have a record for Yaxini. And I just know that this ain't it, Chief. And there we go. Okay. So, the next upcoming boss... It's a shame we don't have... Not that Aigis is terribly... like... Not that she's tuned to the next boss, but it's just a shame we don't have Aigis, because I want Aigis. We want, I believe, Ken. You're the one that is immune to light. Yes? I always mix up Ken and Koromaru. Yes, you're the one that is immune to light. So we're gonna want Ken. And I think Junpei. And then the next person doesn't really matter. Not Koromaru, though. I guess Mitsuru we'll go with. That sounds fine. Okay. To floor 180. Let's go, and we're gonna get into the first fight we can, so we can perform King and I. I guess I should change my persona to one of the two. Probably Black Frost, because it's stronger, but both of them aren't terribly... They're both kind of scary to have equipped at this point. They could both be very strong. Or very, very weak, I should say. And just get me slaughtered, but... We'll burn that bridge when we get there. Okay, where are you? Potragem. I guess I should have accepted the other... Like, the request to fight Red Shadows, at least, but it's fine. We can grind that out later. And I think the main one isn't there until floor 200 or something. But with King Frost and Black Frost power, you are able to use King and I. Deals medium ice damage and freezes all throws. Are these guys stand? No, they aren't. Let's do that, and now we'll do King and I. Oh, good thing they're weak to ice, I guess. I didn't expect that, but I guess because there were, like, red sigils or whatever. Red fire. I guess that makes sense. This one, I think. Yep. And we'll...
My skill level has increased.
Good for you, Mitsuru. And we'll turn that in later. But for now, let us equip Odin. Oh, we are very close to getting Thunder Rain. I am very... Oh, Odin has no light, so he might also just be useful for the upcoming boss. Anyway, I'm very excited to get Thunder Rain. So, this is going to date the video somewhat, but as the Persona 3 Remake trailer just dropped earlier this week at time of editing, I would like to talk about the remake and what my hopes are for it. So, visually, the remake looks gorgeous for the most part. There are some cuts in the trailer where the environment looks kinda empty, and the new portraits feel jarring to me, Junpei's in particular, but I think that's just largely me being used to the original portraits so much so I'm sure that they will grow on me. But otherwise the aesthetic looks really good, especially the menus, like goddamn. Seeing the dorm and Gekko-kan in such high fidelity is just wild to me. But for the elephant in the room, which is the announcement that Reload is a remake of the original Persona 3 and reportedly won't include content from FES or Portable. Now, I fully get why this is disappointing to a lot of people. A big hope for people with a Persona 3 remake was in order to get all the game's content into one definitive package. And yeah, it sucks that won't be delivered on. But to me, this was kind of just expected because, for one, in my eyes, Persona 3 is at its core a PlayStation 2 game. A modern take on it was never going to be the definitive experience anyway. So much of the game was influenced by the limitations and sensibilities of the platform it was designed for. So a current-gen Persona 3 is just going to feel fundamentally different. Which brings up another point of what exactly that it means that FES and portable content won't be remade. It certainly means we're not getting the answer or the female protagonist route, which, yeah, the female protagonist route is structurally different and was made possible by the visual novel format of Portable, so that much was kind of a given. And the answer is a separate epilogue entirely. Which, as an aside, where did all of you Answer fans came from? Y'all hated that epilogue since FES released. Why is it such a big deal now? The answer is because you want everything to be all in one place. Sure, I get that, but again, y'all hated the answer. Where is this sudden love coming from? There is also some new story stuff that was in FES, including one more social link that we haven't reached yet, that may or may not be missing, depending on how much of the original they want to remake. The dorm videos will also be missing, for example, hypothetically. Again, that really depends entirely what they mean by that. Because, in my eyes, they might be doing some new things, they might be cutting out some stuff from the original. It just depends on what they are going for, in my view. I think speculation on that point is a bit pointless, because I would argue that we know very little about what exactly we're getting, so what we are getting is still liable to change. Even with FES and Portable not really being their focus, it's probably not going to be a one-to-one remake of the original, but with updated graphics anyway. Or at least, I hope not. Which brings me to what I'm hoping for. So, if you know me, you'll know that I generally don't care for remakes. I generally much prefer straight-up ports. This is because I'm one of those games as art snobs. And as implied earlier, I think games are very much products of their time and are valuable precisely because of that. And it's easy for remakes to miss the appeal of an original while simultaneously overriding the historical record of them. Take a look at the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remakes, for example. Perfectly good games, but they eclipse the originals they're based on, despite the original game still being valuable. In my eyes, a modern Persona 3 is absolutely going to miss the point, and if it were definitive like that, would absolutely rewrite the records of the original, and that's kind of not what I want. But my hope is that it kind of leans into the fact that it's going to be different, and doesn't try to be faithful to the originals, if that makes sense. Like, I want it to just try to do something new with the story they're now retelling. What that'll look like at this point, I don't know. But I don't want Persona 3 but again this time. I already have Persona 3. I'm playing it right now. And they recently ported Persona 3 Portable, which I think is another indication that they didn't have any plans on remaking the Portable content. Otherwise, they probably just would have kept that. What I want is a fresh new take on Persona 3. Something that will offer a new experience, but will still allow the originals a place in the conversation. And if the game is Persona 3, but with a fresh coat of paint, rather than Persona 3 through a new lens, then, well, that's not gonna happen. I want something that, even if it fails at what it's trying to do, is still a valuable experience that occupies its own space while allowing the original to still have its own space as well. In short, what I want is a fresh take on Persona 3, because someone in the writing and design chairs had a new vision for the game. Not Persona 3, but pretty so we can make more money. Whether that's what we get remains to be seen, but it is my hope. I've no doubt it'll be good, because Atlus is at least in the business of making good games. I'm just concerned with if it'll have an actual reason to exist. That said, if Maya does not say Lamaunade in the remake, it is literally unplayable trash. I'm going to say something else to kind of illustrate my point, in that the part of the reason why I like the Persona 3 movies so much is because they kind of had a unique vision for what was going on. They had a unique characterization for the protagonist they wanted to give him. And a lot of things in the story play out sort of differently. Roles are kind of shifted around because of that characterization, which made things kind of cool and fresh to see play out. Like, I described when I talked about one of the movies, how Junpei's character arc is kind of, or part of his arc at least, is kind of shifted to the protagonist, because the protagonist starts off as apathetic and slowly finds his reason to exist, right? And so Junpei has an arc where he isn't sure he wants the Dark Hour to end because it's the only place that he feels he has worth. And Makoto Yuki gets that character arc in a way because he himself feels that the Dark Hour is the only place he has purpose, right? It's things like that. It's clear that they had an actual vision for what they wanted to do with the movies. Like, obviously, first and foremost, they wanted money, but they actually had something they wanted to do with it, and I think that is in part what makes the movies so great. Same thing with the Persona 4 animation as well, because they gave... I'm going to talk less about this because this is about Persona 3, but they gave Yu Narukami a sort of unique, kind of hilarious characterization, and that informed a lot of the scenes and how they played out throughout the series, right? But on the flip side, I think that's why the Persona 5 animation, in my opinion, was kind of just boring, because it felt like they were just doing this for, like, because the other two games got an animation, and Persona 5 is the big moneymaker, so we gotta make an animation for this, right? And then it kind of just ends up a straight retelling of the game, to my memory, and that made it kind of boring, you know? And that's just kind of the crux I'm getting at here. If Persona 3 has to be remade, I very much hope it's because they have a unique vision for it, not just because, hey, people asked for the remake, money. One thing I hope they don't do is, I hope they're not cutting this content out so that they can sell an updated re-release for it again. DLC, I will accept, but if we're getting like the Persona 4 Golden or Persona 5 Royal treatment for a remake of a game, that is going to be upsetting. I still haven't played Persona 5 Royal because when it was announced, I had already finished 100%ing Persona 5. So I'm like, I don't want to spend another like $80 and 200 hours or something in this game. I don't know what my exact play time is, because I've just done it already. This could be DLC, and I still think it could have been DLC. So I hope they don't do the updated re-release route for Persona 3 Reloaded. Or just Reload, I think. Because if they do that, that's going to suck. But I guess that would be on brand for Persona 3, because it has both FES and portable. Which brings us back to, I know that is why people are upset that content isn't in Reload, so that they can have it all in one convenient package. But, as expressed, I'm fine with that not being the case, so long as they do something unique with the game. If they don't, and they still don't have that content, then this game has no reason to exist. Give it a reason to exist, is all I'm asking. Oh, because I still have a little bit left, but not enough time to really talk about anything else. It also came out that the entire English cast got recast as well, which I think is interesting. It's a bit of a shame, given that like, for, other than, like, Fuka, I think, who got replaced, basically everyone has been voicing these characters for, like, a decade, and it's not like I'm super attached to the entire original cast, but it is a shame that they are getting replaced after voicing these characters for so long, and it'll be a bit weird hearing new voices coming from their mouths. That said, one voice actor in particular was probably always going to get replaced, and I guess it probably makes more sense to replace the entire cast than it is just to replace one more voice actor at this point, I think, because we've gotten so used to the entire cast. If it was just one character that got replaced for the entire game, but everyone else was the same, that one character would feel so much more jarring, right? I already kind of feel that way about Fuka in, like, Arena and Persona Q, and that a different voice next to all the original voice actors feels a bit jarring, you know? So I guess it makes sense if they were going with that route to replace everyone all at once, so it feels completely different. And so no one character will stick out like a sore thumb, right? But there's one shadow near the middle of the floor. It's really strong, so be careful. I will be, and man, those nights were a harrowing experience to deal with, because I didn't really have any good options in my arsenal. But that's okay. Let's go back, turn in King and I, see what next request that unlocks, save, and then get going. I have confirmed your casting of the fusion spell, King and I. The blizzard they summon can freeze every cell in our bodies. I think I know what causes this. Perhaps Blackfrost has fallen out of favor with the king and is venting his anger? Please accept your reward. I guess that is an interpretation. And I'm sure that gets me perform best friends. Fornius and a star-shaped persona. Would that not be Fornius and Decarabia? Is it that simple? I'm going to just leave for a second. Let's see. Oh, I guess I should... I might have room for them. Let's see. I was about to say, maybe I could just dismiss the 2 Frosts, but I shouldn't do that. I should use them for fusion fodder. If I can. God, Decarabia is gonna be expensive. Fornius is an emperor, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can just do that. Change of plans on the fly. I'm not going to fight the boss just this minute. I'm just going to find a weak persona, or a weak shadow, to use this on. So let's just equip Decarabia and go through the Tartarus's front door. I wonder if there's anybody that has climbed Tartarus from the bottom every single time. I wonder. There's gotta be at least one person that, like, hates themselves that much, right? With Decarabia and Fornius' power, you're able to use Best Friends. And what does that do? Combines all Kaja skills on one ally. So Heat Riser. Early Heat Riser. Got it. Yeah, we can do that.
3 enemies to go.
And then, guys, just go. Jesus Christ. These poor shadows. It doesn't really matter what I pick. Yeah, sure, 3 experience. Wow, if someone levels up off of this, I'm going to laugh. No? Damn. What if, though? Okay, oh, right, we got an outfit for that. The summer outfit, right? This would be his, oh no, it would be his summer outfit. I was about to say his yukata because I was thinking of, like, the field trip. No. I mean, we can wear that, but as costumes are tied to equipment rather than, like, just cosmetics you can equip, I'm going to say no. Wrong button. Alright, guys, split up so we can find, like, a warp out of here.
Please spread out and...
Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, now we can turn this in. We can see what the next one in the chain is. But we're probably not gonna do it right this minute, just out of fear of our wallet for anything, for more than anything else. But if it uses cheap personas, I guess we shall see. I did not accept the request, did I? I've already performed it, so this should be fine, right? Yeah. I have confirmed your casting of the fusion spell Best Friends. They say that Harabah waited for its friend Fornius without knowing that he had died. Every day without fail, just waiting. That is the meaning of Best Friends. Don't forget to carry a handkerchief when you use it. Because I'm going to cry. So now we got Yukari's summer outfit, and there's probably going to be one for every character's summer outfit, right? Summer Dream. Oberon and his royal wife. So Oberon in Titania. Yeah, that's not too bad, but we'll save that just for later. 'Cause we still got time, and I would like to get to the main event real quick without going on to another foray into fusion. Anyway. Let us fight the next boss. Which way was it? This way? There it is. You can win. I believe in you. Thank you, Fuka. This is...
A tough battle.
This is the Phantom King.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
It has Hamaon and Mahamaon, which is why I wanted to bring characters and personas that are resistant to light. It has Mind Charge, it has Megiddo, and then it has the 2 fear-inflicting skills. Otherwise, its resistances are predictable. It repels light, it nulls dark, as most bosses do. Though, the interesting thing, the reason why I brought Junpei in particular, is that most attacks deal reduced damage to it, but Slash does slightly more. Not enough that it's, like, a big deal, but enough to be, like, that it's worth being cognizant of it. Like, I can attack the... It's not weak to it, I just got a critical hit. I just got stupidly lucky there. So, yeah, sure, we'll do an all-out attack, why not? Cool. Alright, Mind Charge. It's looking like this one won't be too terribly threatening, though a Mind Charge... Mind Charge Megiddo sounds intimidating, so let's hit it with a Matarunda, so its attack goes down just a little bit, at least. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're alive, but, like, it's scary, right? I guess we should just put Mitsuru on support. And she goes to Mind Charge. You could hit it with a Mind Charge Bufula, but, like, that's not exactly what I want from you. There. And I guess we just want to hit it with slash attacks. Because ours, at least, do pretty decent. Oh, good. We all dodged it. Junpei's won't be as good. I was hoping Junpei would hit it with his persona, because doesn't he have slash persona attacks? I'm surprised he's just attacking with his sword. Like, whatever works, whatever works. It's just interesting to me. I null it! Nice try, though. And now I think we're all in a safe place if it decides to Mind Charge again. Oh, especially because that reverted in time. Now this is what I'm scared about. Me and Ken will be fine. And good, it just missed the other two.
That one just won't die.
please help me. No. Refuse. And it should basically just be dead this turn. Never mind. Because we missed. Aw, damn. Don't target Mitsuru. She dodged, so it's fine. But don't target Mitsuru. I'm just gonna rush. God damn it, Junpei. Because, like, yeah. Don't kill anyone. Thank God. I want everyone to get experience, please.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
We can't afford to lose.
And there was that. It wasn't terribly too bad. And we got a homunculus for that, so we can eat an instant kill move if we need to. Okay. Oh, God. The map just, like, sparkled because of the environment. So we got a Soma. We got a Precious Egg. Nice. Okay, let's go back and rework our party. Well, actually, let's go back and save, and then we'll rework our party later. Gotta get our priorities in order first. But yeah, that wasn't so bad. A brief reprieve compared to a bunch of the other other Tartarus Guardians we fought recently that have put me on the defensive for sure. But on that note, I think this is as good a place as any to end things off. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing and leaving a like and all that. In the next one, we will continue up Tartarus even more and maybe take care of some requests along the way. Until then, have a fantastic day. See you then.